everybody. We're just checking out the mic a little bit, making sure I can hear everything. I'm not hearing the music feed, and that's okay. I'm not going to get all upset about that, because I have something to take care of today, and that would be my need to do some bass fishing. Because I've been fishing salmon the last several sessions, and I just am missing out on top fishing, if you know what I'm saying. So, without further ado, what I want to do today, I'm going to try out this new rod I got. So let's just first show you that, and I'll get out to the front of the boat too. And I decided I'm going to go ahead and equip a fifth rod, so I picked up this new rod. It's called the Gold Horn. It's kind of like an expensive version of the greenhorn that they give you at the start of the game. It's super short. It obviously only has 0.8 meter length, but you know, it's perfect for small fish. So I'm starting to level this rod. I put the Casio on there. It's a small little spin reel. I feel like this rod is broken, or this reel is broken, because I'm having a hard time leveling it for some reason. I got 2.5 on there, and right now I happen to have a frog. But I brought a bunch of different bait for bass fishing off of this match rod. I think it's a match rod. Not sure. Alright, anyways, so I was out here just before we decided to get going, and here's where we are. Right out off the main outpost, if you get in a boat, or get in a boat here, or even get in a boat here, we're right tucked down here at the end of the big lake. The first big lake. And if you look around, it's just enormous lily pads everywhere, all the way through this bay. And if I sit here and wait, I'll see bass spawn all around me. So this is a good place to come. You know, we're in the morning bite time frame. In my dream world, that there is a morning bite, here, I'm going to turn on this light a little bit. Make sure I can be seen. And I like where my boat's positioned, because occasionally I'll get to see the strike. There's some clear water between me and the lilies. So I'm going to start out with a lure I know is working. This is my Frog 6, and if I look at that thing under a microscope, you can see that I've mastered that frog. Now, I do have another frog. I've got a 3, and it's not taking hits right now. And I got 2 poppers, and I got 2 crankbaits too. So these are things we're going to try out today during the day. And I fished the night before I started our session today. And I can't say the bite was great. Plus, it's hard to see anything. So look at that right there. There's a big fish. He's not going to take my frog though. But you know what he will take? I just thought of this. He'll take this. He'll take a little spinner maybe. There he is. I can see him right there. Right there. I'm going to try and see if I can get that big guy. Boy, what have I got on here? That's a jerkbait. Alright, well, something's got that spinner. The first rod does. Alright. Let's see if he's still out there. I was kind of way too slow on the draw there. It happens. Don't normally see a big salmon out here. It looked like a salmon anyways. There he is, right there. I'm looking at him. I'm going to wait, I'm going to short cast it right in front, next to him there. He's going for it. Get it. And what is it? Oh, check it out. It's a rainbow. And it's a big gold rainbow. How lucky are we that we picked that thing up right there, right by the boat, out of nowhere. That is an absolute beautiful fish. Look at that. I couldn't be happier because that's just a rare catch. I saw him by the boat. I went for it. All right. Love that. So fun to just have the most of what you need ready. All right, back to bass fishing. You know, but occasionally you get a big guy up there, you want to pull him in. There's a smallie right there in front of me. All right, let's start our journey right here at the end of this thing. And what I kind of like to do is use 3 times and a little bit of twerking. And I've noticed that the bass hit pretty hard. So, you know, you can obviously watch some of these hits happen. They're right there. He's right on the bait. There he goes again. Yeah! See how awesome is that? You can watch him take it. Now, I'll point out, he was only going to go after it if the bait was twerking. So you got to make sure you're able to do a twerk on the rod. Alright, let's just keep mowing. Love the action on the bass fishing. It's so fun. Cast it out there into the lily pads. Leave it on 2 or 3 times on the reel. This is a 5-5-1 ratio reel, the Casio. Here he comes. You can see it. There he goes. Yeah. We're really taking hits good now on the froggy. See, so now I'm going to just show you how it goes. I'm going to try and put on the bigger frog thinking, hey, maybe I'll get the bigger fish, right? It doesn't work that way all the time. In fact, I might not get nothing. Here's my green frog. It's so cute, a little bit bigger. He's got spots. Look at that. You'd think he blends right in, right? We got fish jumping all around. I'm going to do the same thing that I just did with the other one. And I think we're going to get lucky if we get a hit, because I didn't get any hits on this all night on this frog when I tried it. And I think it might just be too big as a 3 to take a hit. There's you can see the bait in the water right there. And generally I'll rush it back to the boat once I see it. And just quickly get it back in the water. See, so there's a run without a strike. We're going to have to get lucky to get the stink off that lure. Oh my goodness, did you see that? That's a rainbow trout that just jumped out there. Might be fun to try and pull him in. Get that spinner out there real quick, right out in the middle. Oh, I cast that way out. No such luck. Back to the little guy. Got ourselves a number 3, I think, frog on here now. And we're not having any luck right now with it. But we were hitting with the 6. So again, I'll try this last pass with it, and then if I don't get anything, I'll rush it in. We'll quickly bust our butts back to the yellow frog, and we'll just keep fishing hard for the bass while we're in the morning. Twitching that rod, trying to get a fish. See, right there, got one right away with the 6. Shows you that lure size really will matter. Sweet little bronzy. Just cranking them in. Yeah, let's just see what we can do. Just try and keep my eye on where that lure is going to be. You can kind of see a fish will run through those pads to get at it. And if you're really lucky, you can find a place where you can actually fish for bass that's not, oh gosh, you see that? He went right through that little gap and went after it. That was awesome. Look at that beautiful guy right there. Yeah, just lots of largies in here. This is just so good to just level. Because this is a brand new rod. Twitching the number 6 frog. Yeah, so fun. Alright, none of them right out in front of me straight here. What we'll do is we'll just keep turning around and fish the full circle if I can, just to see where I can get bites. Yeah. Got my tension at 30 on the Casio. It's perfect for these little fish. Oh, good looking fish. Not bad. It's all XP in the boat. That wasn't a very good cast there. Sometimes I'll use 3 times on the reels spin. You know, it kind of just depends on what you're fishing, obviously. Can't pull it out of the fish's mouth. Now, this little rod doesn't do a very good job of sending that bait very far. So that's one little bit of a drawback, but it's so nice and tiny, and you can just, you know, leave it rigged up, set up so that wherever you are, you can just pretty much put any lure on it and throw it in for the bass. I've been fishing in the Norwegian Reserve for weeks, so it's kind of fun to be back in the Golden Reserve. Here, I always kept a rod ready to go for bass. We've got no music. Quiet morning. Haven't had a hit for a couple. Now, so this is a good time for us to go, all right, they're not biting on the froggies, so let's try our poppers. We'll use number 7 first, because it's certainly got its fold up on XP. Oh, that was horrible. All right, we'll see if they take the popper. Yes, sir. Yeah. Good looking fish. Little smallie. Smallie taking the plopper. Well, popper's easy to fish, right? All you got to do is pull it in. Stays right there on the surface. You can see it there in that little gap right there. The end of my rod. Look, there's one right down there. That's a rainbow right there. There's a huge rainbow right there. So what we're going to do quickly is pull in our rod. Go to the third rod. Short cast. And pray. Nope, no such luck. Granted, I used the spoon there. If I were wiser, I'd get to the one that has my spinner. And that's going to be this first rod. I got to remember that. So we're dealing with a little bit of coolness in that we've got some rainbows in here. Some rainbow trout. I'm going to quickly pull this up and see if I can put one of those on the line. Such a pretty fish. Right off to my right now. Boy, rainbow trout's the first fish I ever caught. On a worm. There he goes. Doesn't look like a big one. Silver. Told you he's in there. It's kind of fun to have something ready for what you see coming in near the boat, right? That's why I'm always scanning the water for what's around before I throw that cast out. I think there was another one in there. I'm just going to short cast again and see if there is one. Shows you, man, that spinnerbait catches everything. I love that thing. Alright, back to bass. There's a guy right there. Little smallie. We'll short cast and see if we can lure him in. There he goes. Look, see? Going right for it. If I twitch, he takes the bait. If I don't twitch, he doesn't take the bait. So twitching really matters on that bait. Oh, that's awesome. And it's a good example of that. Oh, look at that right in front of me. Oh my gosh. Right at my rod tip, there's a humongous, huge, remember it's the first rod to put the spinner on to get the fish. Yes, get it, yeah. Oh, look at that, big, huge rainbow trout. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, yeah! Winner! Ka-ching! We love the pictures on the nice fish for sure. Look at that. So beautiful. Rainbow trout. And he's just, you know, they're letting him out obviously, but you can see they're just beautiful. They're just spawning in the lake all around. We're here for bass, but gosh, you see a gold rainbow, you gotta go for it. Alright, so back to the bass rod. Right now, we're fishing the pop plopper, and that is a 7. I do have I do have a 5 that needs a little XP. We can try that. Why not? So we got a little bit bigger popper. See if we can get ourselves a goldie. A goldie bass would be so nice. I have another place in the reserve I like to fish for bass, but I haven't been there in a while. Yeah, look, oh, look, it's a pike. I'm just dot pulling him in just to, so I don't have to adjust my tension too much. There he goes, little pike. Pike taking the popper. I had pike on the frog too. They're little guys down here. Where are we on the map, everybody? Right south of the main outpost at the bottom of the lake. Humongous lily bed all around me, all around me. Pretty much can cast in any direction for fish. So it's a great spot just to, like in this case, I'm trying to level up some lures I've had for a while that aren't to zero, you know, to full. All right, lots of twitching. And I'm doing that with my mouse by hand. I don't use the control button version because it looks like this. And I just don't think that's cool. So I do it myself by shaking the mouse. And this is a little bit bigger popper. Notice how we're not getting a strike right away like we were. Oh, right there. Pike. That's a pike. I was just saying, geez, it's not taking anything. Well, honey, it's right there. Yeah. he's big enough that he's running line from me. Having to tire him out a little. Cute little rod. Yeah, he's still running with that. Look at that. So now I'm up to 25 on the tension. He's still taking it. Oh boy. It's only a 2-pound test, so you know, fluorocarbons. I really don't have a lot of room to play this guy in terms of being rough. So I've got to keep that tension down and wait for him to tire out, because he's definitely stronger than my rig. And I got to be careful not to just bust him off. Oh my goodness. I can barely touch the reel. Now, 15%. I'm slowly losing at the moment. There we go. Making some ground. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. What a good fight for this little rod, huh? Pike comes up and smashes the I think it's a 5 popper. But he's on his way in. Look at this. He's right there. Kind of hard to have the rod up when the rod's only a foot long. It's not my favorite thing about these little rods, but whatever. Sure made that thing work, and it totally leveled up that popper to completion. It even gave the rod some XP. And that's a heavy fish for that rig up. Well, sweet, we finished that popper. Oh, almost, right? 98%. Let's see if we can get another fish on there that'll level it, I should say. All right. Torque that popper. Twitch that popper. Bait is right there. Alright, we'll just keep running that thing out. There's a lot of fish out here this morning. But this is a good sized popper, so it's going to need a big fish. We're just trying to finish leveling it up. It's the popper is the lure that'll be bitten by both small and largemouth bass. So I could get either if I could just get the bite right. But this is a big one. It's a 5 instead of a 6 or a 7. And they get a lot bigger. Seeing a lot of big rainbow trout jumping around here. That's why we've caught 2 gold ones down here this morning. Just got lucky. Alright, so we're going to just get rid of the popper right away. Come on, we want some action. Let's go back to that sweet yellow number 6 froggy. Everybody likes frog for dinner. Look right straight down is a rainbow trout. We're not here for rainbow trout. Sorry, I meant to long cast that. So nice out. So happy to be fishing with everybody who enjoys fishing with me. Alright, come on now. Come on, froggy. Oh, we're pulling it right over a fish. Well, the bite has gone cold all of a sudden. Gonna not give up. Just gotta keep moving that bait. That lure has to be the right place, the right time. And what time is it in game? 7:30 in the morning. So with the bait going cold here, or the bite going cold, what I'm going to do is show you my other favorite little spot for bass. If you go from the top outpost up to this bigger lake right here, we're going to fish in this hole right here. So let's go up there. It is Lake Corundum. And you do got a short little run down to the dock here. And I do prefer getting in a boat. So we'll get out my favorite big orange boat and we'll show you the spot. I believe there is a challenge at this spot. I don't remember which one where, but I fell in love with the spot as a result of coming here because of that. So just get in the boat and head out and follow the lily pads around to your left. And if you do so just right, you get this gap right here in the middle. And you can then just go right here in the middle of this gap. And you can fish in all directions. So now take a look at the map where we're at. We're at the entrance of this gap. You can actually take the boat a little bit further in if you want to just fish these edges. You can also just fish the shoreline. But I like to be able to just get out here to some of the deeper water occasionally. All right, let's see what we can get here. This is where I've done a lot of bass fishing here too. It's been a long time though, so you know. I'll check which lure I have on here in a moment. Come here, you cute little number. Alright, we got ourselves a frog. You know, I just wonder. I'm over here just shooting my head.
Down to Silver Strand Meadows. So catch me there. Bye for now.
See, I want to use crankbait and I want to use a popper. We just got done seeing the poppers go cold down there at that other lake. I guess it would be a good time to try crankbait here. I did bring them. I have a 6 and a 3, and the 6 is fully leveled. So let's try the 6 first, obviously. And let's just go out where we know we have some water. It's only a couple meters deep. And we just pull in the crankbait and see if it gets anything. I just don't think crankbait's going to do anything in here. It's not deep enough to really benefit why we use crankbait. I mean, crankbait stays on the bottom. We just have no water here for that. Plus, it's kind of hard to see that strike when it's moving like that, right? Like, I mean, I'm wanting so bad for those froggies to do better. But I'm seeing fish here. So, you know, this is about staying the course. And I haven't fished crankbait with this brand new rod. So this is kind of the first time I've used a super short rod to do any sort of real fishing. I generally prefer the longer ones. So I thought, why not just go give it a go? No hits on the crankbait as yet. Alright, we're going to turn and fish the other direction. And I don't mind that we're not getting fish. It's just, you know, you got to learn what's going to work. And this is kind of my day to try new stuff. I didn't schedule this stream at all. I just came in, sat down, and threw together some gear, hoping I could try a few things out, because it had been a while. So the crankbait, no bites. So we go to what we think will work. I'm gonna stay the course with these froggies because that's what I fished here forever. But the morning early bite appears to be done for Mr. Bestefar. And that's totally okay. Because we got a lot of bass in the boat and a couple of really big rainbow trout this morning. But I got a lot of things to go do today, so I don't get to fish all day, sadly. So with the bite going cold, Bestefar is going to call it a morning, and we'll come back to do some more bass fishing soon, for sure. So with that, I want to thank everybody for watching my videos, for giving generously to those who you support, and being a good friend. Peace and love. I really appreciate your time. Here we go. Still learning how to do all this magic, you know. Peace and love, everybody.